Stamper. Today I'm going to show you how to make this little portfolio that it's to old cards. So let's get started. What we're going to be using, it's going to be our lovely new tool from Stampin' Up, our Simply Score. The whole month of September, I'm going to be showcasing this lovely tool. And it's going to be on every Tuesday and Friday of the month. And I don't know in which order I'm going to show them. So bear with me. Sometime I'm going to repeat the main thing, but that's okay. The more I say it, the more we're going to learn together. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this board. It is $29.95. That's US dollar. You can order it on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. And it's from the new mini holiday. It's on page 7. It's $29.95, and you get the main board with your tool, and you get 3 marker, and you can buy extra marker for $2.50 for a pack of 6. The main thing that I like about this board, it's get the measurement on the side and on the top, but really it's those things here. What are those things that I'm talking about? It's the marker. And what I like about this, you can look at the measurement of what you're going to be making, cards, 3D item, whatever it is, and you put your marker, and then you can do a bunch of them without keep on paying attention where you're going. And that for me, it's a big plus, because I like to do stuff in lots of them. So for me, this saved me a lot of time. And another thing that I like about this, it's in the back, those feet in the back, it's a very nice grip to it so it don't slide all over. And in the back you get a little Ida hole. You can put your extra marker in that there. Okay, let's get started with our project. What you're going to need, it's a piece of cardstock of 8.5 by 11. And before, I've been doing quite a bit with this, and sometimes my score don't slide good. So what I like to do is use a piece of wax paper, plain wax paper, and rub it on top of my paper, and that make a huge difference, and I mean a huge difference. So now we're going to score on the long way. I think you can see good there. And our score line for the long way, it is at 5 1/4. So I'm going to put my mark at 5 1/4 and 5 3/4. And now we're going to score. And look at that, it slides so easy with the wax paper. And let's say I want to do 10 of that. So now I would move my sheet, put the other one, keep on going. Now it's time to switch the side that we're scoring. And the next one, it's at 6 and 6 1/4. And this on top, we get all our measurement, it's at 1/8. So we can do a lot with 1/8, very precise box and all that. I really love the 1/8. And now I'm going to score at 6 and 6 1/4. Now we are done with this tool. I'm going to move this. And it don't seem that I did much with this, the scoring, but it is so lovely. After you've done your scoring, you always want to reinforce. So fold it where you score and use your bone folder and really reinforce. And the more reinforced that you do, the better your project gonna stay together. Or, hold this shape, I should say. Can you see already? I'm almost, you can see sometimes the second one I have to go on this side and then come on the other side. Because it is so small, a 1/4 inch there, so it folds better. Voila. So now you can see we get our little portfolio. We need to take this out so it stay together easier when you put your cards in. You can use your paper cutter if you want, your frisker, but it's not a big cut, so I just use my scissors, and I bet your line's going to be straighter than mine. So here we go. So now we cut all this, even at the folding part there. So it's going to be this way. Now the next step, I'm using, it's the new paper in the mini. It's called Spice Cake. And we're going to put this there just to make a little bit of embellishment. And these paper are 2 by 5. So you need 2 pieces of 2 by 5. Now I got my glue there. We're going to put this right here. I'm going to try to center that a little bit. And then the other one. And now we're going to put our brads. And it's very important, well, it's very important for me to put our brads now. So this way, we won't have to look at the brads when we close it. So, and the brads we're going to put at each outside of the, not the inside, the outside. So, and when you fold this, try to keep your bottom straight. Not your bottom, but the bottom of this straight. Here we go. Gonna poke my hole there, put my brad. And then on the other side, again, make sure it's flat. So maybe you want to lift it up to make sure it's flat. Whatever works for you. It's no right and wrong way. As long as you get it flat to make a little good pouch. Then I'm going to put my hole there. And my brad. So now our inside is done. And you can decorate it more than, you know, whatever that you want. You can decorate it as much as you want, as little as you want. It's okay. Now I got this. We're gonna do the next step. Really, I want the other one I didn't stamp on it, and this one I said, oh, a little bit of stamping would add quite a bit. So I'm just using what this called, Charming, I think. Yes, Charming. And I'm just adding a little bit here and there to add some color. Really, I should have done that before putting my brads in. That looked terrible, but watch this, it won't even show. Okay, now I get more mustard. Those pieces are 5 1/4 by 2. And that it's cover our brads. So that's what I want to do here. I'm going to cover my brads. Okay, don't put the other one yet. Before we put the other one, we need about 22" of ribbon. And I'm using the Pool Party ribbon, the in color one. And we can see how I measure that so it's in the center. I'm going to put a strip of snail there. And then I'm going to put a strip of snail there. And then we're going to put our the other piece of 5 1/4. Oops, this is empty. 5 1/4 by 2. And I try to match it with this one. Voila! This is done, and you can see it's already done, but we're going to decorate it. I prepare a piece of soft suede and the Spice Cake DSP. The soft suede, it is 4 by 4 3/4, and the DSP Spice Cake, it's 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. And we're going to put this in the back, right here. I love it much better with the stamping in the background. And this here, this little shape, it is not a punch. It's one of those little die with your big shot, and it's in the bunch of lots of tack. That's what I used. Then my extra jumbo punch, my oval, and then my medium one. Voila! You have it. And then I did some cards, so you can put cards in it. About 4 cards with the envelope, it's about what I would put in this size. I bet you can put more, but you see mine, I love to put dimensional and layers and that. And so, and this rosette, it's going to be in a video. I did the video. Like I said, I don't know in which order they're going to be. But look how simple it is. Thank you. Until next time, happy stamping.